Yeah, yeah, yes. Good morning, dear viewers. Radhe, Radhe. So let's start the class with the prayer that we do every time, right? Why should we miss it? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Om Krishna
Hare Paramatmane.
Hare Paramane
Pranatah Kleshanashaya.
Krishnasaya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Kagre Vaste Lakshmihi.
Bhagavate Lakshmi
Karmadhe Saraswati.
Namaste Saraswati
Karmule tu Govindaha.
Namaste Govinda
Prabhate Kar Darshanam.
Namaste Darshanam
Radhe Radhe. Sit down. Ravi, Kishan, Radhe Radhe. Welcome to all of you. Kajal, Radhe Radhe. We miss Kajal really very much. Hit the like button and share with your friends. Come on. Hit the like button there and share with your friends. Do it as much as you can. So, dear students, today we are going to have a discussion on a very wonderful topic. Should animal testing be banned? See, I read a book when I was in class 11 or 12. I remember a chapter in English. Every creature has equal right on this planet. Every creature, be it human being or even you can call the smallest of smallest insect, has equal right to live on this planet. Then who are we to take their lives? Right? Even Mahatma Gandhi said that no one has right to take one's life, right? And if these laws are made to take one's life, I will break these laws. I will go against these laws, right? So here we are going to discuss, should animal testing be banned? क्या जानवरों पे किया जाने वाला परीक्षण बंद होना चाहिए? Because you say in the name of testing, crores of lakhs of crores of animals are being killed, right? Rats, frogs, and monkeys and other animals. Experiments are being done, and when experiments fail, they lose their lives. So, what should we do? Right? We have got life. We will live as many days we have been, destined to live here. We can't change our destiny. Then why are we doing all these things? When we didn't have all these medicines, we used to live, right, happily. Why in the name of experiment and research we are taking the life of innocent creatures just because they can't speak, just because they can't go and lodge FIRs, just because they can't raise their voice, they can't block the national highways. We are just taking their lives and nobody says any single word, right? People celebrate by killing them. Celebrate. You have taken one's life and you are celebrating. Think of your family. If anybody took life of any of your family member and celebrated in front of you, how would you feel? How would you feel? Then how can you do this? Right? One small ant comes and stings you. So you just jump. You jump. Oh my God. One mosquito comes and stings you. You jump. But when you inject them, they have also life. They feel pain. But just because they can't express, you are just doing. I think we must think of it. That is, there is only one fault of theirs, that they couldn't develop themselves with us, right? with us. We were also considered, a kind of monkey. We are from the race of monkeys, but we developed, right? And one thing that made us different from them, that we know what is what. If I'm doing this, what is going to happen? They don't know. Otherwise, they have also habits like us. They live, they die. We also have live and die. But one thing we know, that if I am going to touch fire, it will burn us. They don't know. They don't know this thing. And we can express our pain, happiness, right, with mouth. They can't. They express in other ways. But in the name of research, right, in the name of developments, their lives are being taken. And no one is saying any single word, right, for their safety, for their lives. Their lives also matter. They also want to live freely, right? I was listening to Premanand Maharaj Ji. One gentleman went and he said that I have been given charge to, you know, do nasbandi of monkeys, right? So what Premanand Maharaj Ji said? Who are you to do this? How can you do this? Anybody comes and does this with your wife without telling you, would you like it? Then how can you do this? God has given them this natural, particular process. Let them do what they do. You have no right to do anything to, play with their particular natural habits, right? You deforest forest. If you just, go and just destroy entire jungles, where will they go? Think of it. Sidhi is a forest. We have created a city here, whereas it used to be a forest. There were not a single house. You ask people who used to live 40 years, 50 years ago, jungle all around. But today we have developed a city. So where will the other animals and creatures go? Where will they go? Tell them any place they will go. But just tell them that here, this is the place where a human being won't come. You go there. You are going everywhere. Thank God we have little bit law, right? Not 100%, but little bit we have where they are protected, but not all. So we are going to discuss this. Okay? इसी बात पे हम लोग आज डिस्कशन करेंगे. अब आप में से कुछ लोग बहस कर सकते हैं. देखिए, ठीक है, तो हम करें क्या? नेसेसिटी इज द मदर ऑफ इन्वेंशंस. अब ऐसी आ गई कोई आफत जो हमारी जान लेने पे ही तुली है, सबको खत्म करने पे तुली है, तो हमें कुछ ना कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा उससे बचने के लिए. यस, एज ही टोल्ड, कोविड. अब कोविड की वैक्सीन बनानी है, तो कोई पर्टिकुलर इंसान पे एक्सपेरिमेंट तो करेगा नहीं, क्योंकि वो जा करके कंप्लेन कर देगा, एफआईआर कर देगा कि मेरे ऊपर टेस्टिंग की गई, काइंड ऑफ. और एक स्टेज के बाद ह्यूमन बॉडी में भी टेस्टिंग की जाती है. उनके ऊपर होने के बाद कुछ ह्यूमन बॉडी पे भी टेस्टिंग की जाती है, जो रिस्क लेते हैं अपने ऊपर टेस्टिंग कराने, राइट. बट एक स्टेज के बाद पहले देख करके कोई साइड इफेक्ट्स तो नहीं है, चीजें नहीं है, एंड देन गिवन. कई बार होते भी हैं, एज यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट, कोविशील्ड एंड समथिंग, राइट, कि कुछ लोगों को ब्लॉकेट्स हुए हैं and other problems they are facing, heart related disease and kind of things, due to that vaccine that had side effects, right? तो चलिए बच्चों शुरू करते हैं. Yes, you can. So are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So should it be a group discussion or debate? What do you think? It's a topic for group discussion. All right. So let's discuss. Okay. Make a circle. So, who wants to start this wonderful debate? Or means discussion? Come on, let's start it. Hurry up, guys. Take the mic. It's a golden opportunity.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rishi.
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Here we have a GD on a topic: Does should animal testing ban is good or not? So shall we start? Okay. So who want to give their opinion first? Okay, Pratibha Didi.
In my opinion, the animal testing should be banned because lots of the test experiment is fail in human bodies and harm their they're not means same parts and bodies to experiments. That's why they failed sometime, in my opinion.
Yes, Pratibha Didi is right, but when when some disease came and all people were died like COVID. When COVID vaccine is not came in India, then uh, there how can scientist doesn't experiment in any person. That's why, in my opinion, sometimes animal testing we not banned.
As I see, should animal testing be banned or not? Then, firstly, here we are talking about the testing. Somewhere, testing is doing for the advancement of our generation, of conquering the diseases that happening in the future, and exploring the new things that is good for us. But how can I forget us? The animals that the humans that are living is considering animal is for eating. How can this stop for testing? Somewhere testing is a they considering is a good for him. I think so. In that way, it will be banned. Anyone, you can give your opinion also.
One time I just watch a Premanand ji video, Maharaj video. We were discuss about that topic earlier. One person came to Premanand Maharaj and say, I am the scientist, and for the advancement and for the benefit of humans and all the thing, like also for animal there are many vaccine for there also. For the benefit of animal and human, we have to test on mice in lab. So should it is the practices of sin or not? So Premanand Maharaj just says that if you give one life for 1,000 lives, it's good. If you like take a one life, if you research on them and test on them, so I think it's a good for 1,000 life, because for the sacrifice of one life, with the sacrifice of one life, we take care of thousand of lives. Oh, it's good, but we have also think about, we animal we are used to eat. Some are vegetarian or non-vegetarian. How can we say that we just ban the testing for, because it's benefit for human, like, but for the cure of the disease, you have also for you have also test in animal. So firstly you have to ban, you don't eat animal and then tell about testing. Okay, it's my opinion.
So I would like to say, in our India, there is a lots of scientists. They know very well everything, so they can discover any new test. Why they test in an animal? Because after that animal, he wants to apply in a human. So how can they swear it is a good for animal, so it's also good for human? That's my point.
Okay. So as Rishi Bhaiya mentioned, first we are talking about should should animal testing ban. So firstly we have to know that we are people killed many animals for their having, like state of Gujarat, there are a lot of fishes killed for having. So firstly we have to stop them, don't kill animal for eating. So like earlier sir mentioned, invention, what sir, yeah, invention is the mother of yeah, sorry sir, necessity is the invention of mother. So like COVID-19, it was very harmful for us, so their testing shouldn't be banned, because nobody wants to test on their self own. So it is my point. I think somewhere it shouldn't be banned, because somewhere it is necessary, because nobody wants to test on their own self. So how can they test?
According to my perspective, as you know, all the people have a right to live in this beautiful, universe, in planet. And one thing that I want to tell you that and animals one of those, they feel pain, they feel happiness, and they these type of things they feel. And as you know, as we all know, only that particular person has right to kill or take anyone's life who has given birth. It means mother has a right to kill, take anyone's life. So that is the my thing. If you have, so people don't have to take anyone's life if that particular person hasn't given the life. So it's my perspective.
We are also talking about in trees. Trees and also okay. Firstly, we have lab test. Lab testing. Yeah. Animal testing. Sometimes people skill it, and if for enjoying, uh, in go and forest, take a target, make a target and kill. This is a test, not a testing, but sometimes they the freedom from, like a like from FIR, don't register in FIR for killing animal. They said they are testing on animals, animal testing.
In the past, they don't kill the animal and they don't test there. Uh, there are Ayurvedic medicines also. We can use them also without killing animals.
Traditional, way of practicing Ayurveda, right? We didn't use to kill any animal or anything. We haven't in allopathy, not in homeopathy, I think. Yes, tapasya.
In my opinion, everyone say nobody wants experiment done on her body. So that's why we use animal. Animals also didn't want experiment done on her body. They want their life. Firstly, I want to say, as other bhaiyas and didi say, we have other way to solve this problem. So that I tell a story about this. uh, I face this story, so that I tell. uh, I saw a movie. In movie, a person has a lungs problem. Her lungs are not working, so that he use animal lungs. So that's so animal animal is died. So that animal didn't want her life. Animal also want her life. We want it's useful for human. It's useful for human. Why we didn't see animals problem? We also see our problem. Why? If people give me life, also if God give us life, also give them life. So that
After COVID, there was one disease was spreading, amongst animals. What was that? No.
no,
What
that's
disease? Lot of animals died.
Fish. Anybody
Forgot the name of no animals. They were dying. Lot of animals were dying. It's all in the skin. Yeah, skin.
yeah.
Skin.
and lots of
Animals
birds
that are
die.
living in the
Bird.
loop also is a communicable disease.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Bird,
why
lot
didn't
of birds
why
also
didn't
die.
people do experiment on themselves to protect their lives?
Yeah.
When they are giving their lives to you, you should give one or two lives to them as well.
Yeah. According to my point of view, you are right, Tapasya. But here the major thing that we are considering about this, it should be regulated. It should be controlled. When we don't know exactly the figure that the animals are going for the experiment and how many of them have survived. Here the major problem is that if we didn't consider animal is also very important for our living.
Exactly.
Animal is a yeah vital part of our ecosystem. If they are not here, we also not. Yeah, firstly understanding we are in our planet, we are the fittest, we are the advanced species. That's why our extinction will be last. But the species that are not advanced as much we are, they are extinct first. But how you can forget, one day the day will definitely come when our extinction will be started.
And that is going on these days.
Yeah.
That is going on.
And I think all of you are the Marvel fan and saw the watching the movie of Marvels. Here, thing understand when pupils need development, advancement. He also quitting animal, starting experiment on the pupils. But people have consciousness, and when the experiment was failed, the villain that is created in the universe saw the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
He was the part of experiment. One day it will definitely come. If you just don't want to regulate, don't control that type of experiment, animal will also gain consciousness, because species are always evolved, not are stagnant. And one day they will also become monster and they will kill us. Yeah. According to strength wise, if you just compare what is the strength of elephant, tiger, lion, you can fight them. No, only they want a brain, only they want consciousness. And anyone who is doing experiment and somewhere they gain consciousness, they can build a whole community. And after that, see a fight between you. I think the recently movie a movie was released, the Kingdom of Apes. I think everyone should watch the Kingdom of Apes. The apes gain consciousness and want to build his community and destroy whole, yeah, whole destroy human civilization. And that time the control of apes, understanding and considering that point very seriously. That's my point of view.
This is I would
What are you doing here? You are just
I would send your
speak.
lost.
At least one point.
Yes, sir. Yes. Animal testing has long been used these medicines and experiments as well as, but somewhere somewhere it is have to ban, maybe I think they have to ban because they have also life. We and they also have, and we are all equal have a life. They, so we must give to them equal life, and we shouldn't ban, we shouldn't kill. Yes, it is my point.
Yes,
Uh,
Rishi.
earlier, I study a history book, and a teacher who is good at history, and he taught about the Vedic era. In a Vedic era, he taught us a Ved. In a Ved, as sir mentioned, in Ayurveda, it's not happen. But I just wanted to tell you and all of you, in a Ved, when Havan happen, Yagna happen, there are the ritual in which we sacrifice animal. We don't know why, because we are not present there at that time, but it's mentioned on Ved also, in Havana. Yes sir, he taught me, that's why I'm saying in yeah, in Bhagavad Gita, uh, in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, you can tell me.
One word has its students thousand meaning. You actually don't understand the meaning of that word.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
understand
why.
the meaning
Okay,
of
okay.
that word.
But sir,
Compound. The word, now listen. Water has 10 names. You know only one name. You know in English water. Okay? Suppose you are from foreign country. You know only water. But I know gel. That person
okay,
knows need.
I I also, but sir,
No, you
listen.
say that means water. There are no other
No, no,
particular meaning.
sir. Firstly, you have to listen our point. We are just trying to
Understand.
convey. I am also know what is the meaning of sacrifice. Sacrifice means the sacrifice. Like we don't have anything from them, just sacrifice. But why sacrifice? It's happened for why? In Yajna, I think I relate with Premanand Maharaj ji. Like for the gratification of human, yajna happen to 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 impress the god or goddess. Yajna happen, you know. But why sacrifice only animal? Because yajna happen when there are lots of disease, and when the people suffering from death and many things, then yajna happen, and then we sacrifice animal for the gratification and for the benefit of human, animal, and other things. I think so. In earlier Vedic age, it's also happened, and now it's also happened. But now also scientists know their limit. How can he say? Because they study a lot. We are just sitting here and talking about that much, and they knew all the things. They study a lot. Being a science. Okay, you can take.
Wait a moment, because he is adding good point. Here, yeah, yeah. Here, the rishi that said to all of us, and what the story that he mentioned, it was right to a certain extent. Here, you have to understand the psychology and the mindset behind this. That time when exana happened, animals and pupils are not different. They have their own world. They are living their own society, and they are not considering they are animals for sacrifices. When yajna happen, the purohits take a charges. We will doing that ritual, and animals said, "Yeah, if need of sacrifices for impress God, I will do by myself, not anyone forcing me, because for the advancement, for the development, for the requirement that time need. It's a time of drought. Animal also need water. If jungle will dry, then what will do?" And you can understand from very well one example, when Mahadev cuts the throat of Ganesha, then what happened? He taking the consent of the elephant mother. Can I take your son's head? After that, see, he's taking his head and planted on the human body. Here one thing we understand, that everything is happening by consent. But right now, I understanding it's a language gap, it's a language barrier. We didn't understand whose animal, any animal wants to give his body to sacrifice for experiment. But understand, animal have also feeling. When you are loving anyone animals, I think everyone somewhere in their life at certain time period have a pet. When it's a talk, yeah, it's a thing about your own life. Firstly, he sacrifices his own life to saving you. That time you understand he is loving so much. When it really needs for human civilization, for uh, overcoming the situation that arises, they will definitely come upward and take the charges.
Mostly, I just want to tell you, sacrifice doesn't mean taking the life.
Yeah.
Sacrifice means you just broke all the relationship with that particular person or thing, right? That is not sacrifice. I offered something. Yeah. Now I leave that particular thing. I don't have any. Not it means that you kill that particular animal or that person. That is not called sacrifice. I also know that. Just because people don't have proper understanding of words, what they understand, they take out the meaning for their benefit. For their benefit. Simple example I want to give you here. Few months ago there was very much debate was going on one particular chopai of Ramayana. Whole Gawan personality Sakal Karna Adhikari. So here some people those who just hate Hinduism and others, they started saying that openly this particular book is saying that without beating women they can't improve. If we beat them then only they can improve. But do you know what Karna means? The word karma has a lot of meaning. ओके सबके अलग अलग सेंस हैं सबके अलग अलग सेंस हैं अब जैसे मैं गांव साइड ऑफ इंडिया एरिया में उधर किसे ताड़ रहे हो देखना ताड़ रहे हो और देख रहे हो किसी को ताड़ रहे हो ताड़ना का मतलब क्या पीट रहे हो देखना किसी को धाम रहे हो महिलाओं के लिए ताड़ना शब्द का यूज है एक ही वर्ड है ताड़ना लेकिन चार पांच मीनिंग के लिए अलग अलग यूज होगा महिलाओं के लिए ताड़ना वर्ड यूज हुआ है कि महिलाएं संवेदनशील है they after they can be kidnapped, they can be molested, raped. तो उनके लिए यूज हुआ है कि जो पुरुष है उनको हर समय अपनी नजर उन पे बनाए रखनी चाहिए कि कहीं कोई उनके साथ गलत नहीं. That's why during the 14 years of exile, Lord Rama always made Goddess Sita, Mother Sita, walk before him, right? He was walking after her. Why? Because he knew that in this forest there are a lot of demons, Rakshasas. They might come and step, and what happened exactly? You must have seen what Ravan did, right? Little carelessness, and he was kidnapped. तो ताड़ना वर्ड was used for that. And ढोलों के लिए ताड़ना यूज हुआ था कि उन्हें बजाना पीटना. ढोल यदि है यदि आप उसे बजाओगे उससे धुन नहीं निकालोगे तो उसका कोई महत्व नहीं है. उसे जब बजाओगे उससे धुन निकलेगी तभी तो उसकी वैल्यू है. ये रखे रहो तो वो एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है तो ये कैसे होता है कोई नहीं जानता है कैसे होता है बस रखा हुआ है. उसको जब आप बजाओगे तो उसके लिए अलग यूज होगा, राइट. अब देखिए वर्ड यूज हुआ है यहाँ बोल सकते हैं शूद्र. शूद्रों के लिए यहाँ ताड़ना का मतलब क्या यूज हुआ है. उन्हें क्या करना चाहिए. देखिए वो समाज का एक ऐसा वर्ग है जो पिछड़ा हुआ है, राइट. पिछड़ा हुआ है जिससे आपकी जिम्मेदारी बनती है ऊपर उठाने की. उन पे हर समय ध्यान रखिए कि वो कैसे अपनी लाइफ जी रहे हैं क्योंकि बहुत एजुकेटेड नहीं है. वो समाज के विकास में आपको सहयोग दे रहे हैं एक पर्टिकुलर इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट करने में, लेकिन उन्हें आप यदि निग्लेक्ट करोगे तो फिर समाज उस तरह से डेवलप नहीं हो पाएगा. डेवलप आएगी तो उनका ध्यान रखना जो पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं उनकी जिम्मेदारी है, राइट. उनकी जिम्मेदारी है. बट व्हाट पीपल टुक आउट द मीनिंग. शूद्रों को पीटो, औरतों को पीटो तभी अपनी लाइन में रहते हैं. दे टुक आउट दिस मीनिंग. Whereas thus one word tarna has 5-6 other meanings. Now you are educated, you have to understand. यदि हम कहते हैं यदि लिखा होता, यदि चलिए हम मान लेते थोड़ी देर के लिए मान भी लेते ये इफ यदि ऐसा होता कि उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि शूद्रों को ताड़ो तो मतलब पीटो मारो ये लिखा है ये मीनिंग निकालते हैं. So why did Lord Rama being a Chhatri had plums with the hands of from the hands of Sabri? She was from ST/SC community. What did he have? He wouldn't have had. He would have told that you are from that community. I can't have, right? And secondly, when Nishad Raj, you know who was, right? He used to come from Gond particular community. When he was sitting on the land, so Maharshi Valmiki or somebody was there. He said that please come and sit next to Lord Rama. He said that why? No, I can't sit. He said you are a friend of him. You will get the equal asana. Equal asana. No one protested. No one protested. If for women this word is like this kind of meaning this word is giving, then why in other particular chopais written where जहां नारियों की पूजा नहीं, तो वेयर विमेन आर नॉट वर्शिप्ड, डेमन्स लिव देयर, राइट? जहां नारियों की पूजा नहीं होती वहां राक्षस निवास करते हैं। तो ये क्यों लिखा होता? वहां एक जगह मारना लिखा है, दूसरी जगह लिखा है जहां नारी की पूजा नहीं होती। बिना नारी के कोई पूजा हो ही नहीं सकती। जो शादीशुदा पुरुष हैं वो कोई धर्म कांड नहीं कर सकते बिना औरत के। If I do any worship without my wife, so my worship is meaningless, useless. It's no point. It's no point. There's no point of worship, right? So we have to understand the meaning of that word. I'm telling you, आप चले जाइएगा, आप देखिएगा, this question was asked, मुझे भूल रहा है अभी कि यहाँ बलिदान का मतलब क्या है। पर्सन आज प्रेमानंद महाराज जी, तो उन्होंने बलिदान की मीनिंग वहां बताई है, मुझे भूल गया है। आप गूगल करके देखिएगा कि ये सवाल आप डालिएगा कि जानवरों का मतलब क्या है, उसमें बलिदान क्यों देते हैं, उसमें बलिदान का मतलब होता है क्या है।
ओके,
इसलिए हमें पता ही नहीं कि बलिदान क्या है। यस, लाइक वी सैक्रिफाइस, बलि देना। तो बलि बलि जो वर्ड है ना, बलि की मीनिंग है इसका मतलब
या बलि
Yeah,
मीन्स
yeah.
मनी, बलि मीन्स मनी।
इट हैज डिफरेंट
Yeah.
मीनिंग।
In history, Bali
आप
means
जाके
money.
YouTube पे
And
डालिएगा
Sita means
कि
land.
जानवरों की बलि देना कितने प्रेमानंद महाराज जी क्या कहते हैं।
Yes,
उसमें
sir.
आप देखना तो वो बताएंगे बलि के एक्चुअली मीनिंग क्या है।
Bali means, sir, money, and Sita means land. Yeah, tax. Okay, I use what there. Okay,
And people don't understand this meaning. They are doing this.
we shall we know I what I what I want.
Openly written,
Say,
यदि
sir, sir.
आपने जमीन पे चढ़ रहे छोटे से छोटे इंसेक्ट को देख करके यदि आपने उस पर पैर रख दिया तो उसका आपको त्याग करना पड़ेगा। Once when that Bhishma Pitamaji, he was lying on that arrows. So Lord Krishna came to meet him. So he said, I can think of my 70 births. 70 births I can think. And I can clearly see I haven't done any single sin. Then why have I been given this hardest punishment, this painful punishment? So Lord Krishna said, just go back more, go back more. So he said, I can't go back. Then he tells that in one of your births, there was a snake. You lifted that snake and threw, and that snake fell down on the thorns. And 6 days that snake was writhing in pain and died there. कांटों पे फेंक दिया था वहां 6 दिन में तड़पा, 7वें दिन उसकी जान निकली। राइट, दैट इज व्हाई यू आर गेटिंग।
Okay,
थिंक ऑफ इट, जहाँ इस तरह के विधान बताया गया श्लोकों में, वहां त्याग, वहां किसी की बलि देने की बात की जाएगी। कॉमन सेंस यूज करो आप। जहाँ 80-90 बर्थ के पहले की सजा को आपको आज भुगतना पड़ रहा है। यू आर रिजर्विंग योर सिंस एंड यू हैव टू पे फॉर दैट। इज व्हाई लिटिल विल बिकम कॉन्शियस, little will become your conscious, become due to lack of illiteracy people are talking about like this, जो बात कर रहे हैं। what does God mean? अब क्या अब कई लोग बोलते हैं हम नहीं मानते, हम इस चीज को नहीं। अरे भैया, मानने न मानने वाली बात ही नहीं है ये, मानने न मानने वाली बात नहीं मानोगे तो आप क्या बिगाड़ दोगे। आप किसी से बोलो, अपने पिताजी से बोलो कि हम आपको नहीं मानते हैं, बोले नहीं मानते तो क्या हमारा नुकसान कर दोगे, मत मानो। मानते हैं तो कौन सी मेरी चीजें बदल जाने वाली है, मानते हो तो मानो या ना मानो। यदि वो समझते हैं कि मैं अपने पिता धर्म निभा रहा हूँ, मैं अपना पिता धर्म निभा रहा हूँ, जो मेरा धर्म है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज अ फादर मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। आई एम टेलिंग माई ओन, I'm giving my own statement. Tomorrow if my children throw me out of my house, I will be smiling. Really, I will be smiling, not crying. Why? I did my job as a father. They are doing their job as a son. If they think that we don't deserve to be here, that's fine. Thank you so much for knowing me. Now I have next phase of life. I will be living that. Right? I will devote myself into social work. There are thousands of other ways. That we have to understand. क्यों हम लोगों कि मेरे बच्चों ने मेरा छोड़ दिया। अरे जब बच्चे मुझे नहीं रखना चाहते तो मैं बच्चों के लिए क्यों दर्द फील करूं? Why should I feel that pain for my children? Simply, a man was crying in front of Preman Maharaj ji. I did everything for my children. I built house 2 to 3 bungalows, and today when I got retirement, nobody wants to live with me. They are throwing me out. So he said that's good. They threw you out. That's why you are in Vrindavan. That's why you are in Vrindavan. You are on the feet of Radharani. That is why you are here. Otherwise, you would have been enjoying your luxuries. Luxuries. Always think like this. आपको एक चोट लग गई बिना किसी चीज के, आपको बस आया, चोट लग गई बड़ी, दर्द हुआ या मे भी खून निकलने लगा, आप उसमें किसी को ब्लेम मत करिए, किसी को ब्लेम मत करिए। मेरा पाप था, वो हो गया। मैं जा रहा था, कोई कोई इंसान आया और उसने मुझे हिट कर दिया, जानबूझ के नहीं किया, हिट हो गया, बस मुझे चोट लग गई, मेरा हाथ टूट गया, उसमें उसने जानबूझ के नहीं किया, आप उस पर कुछ मत करो। दैट वॉज योर सिन that you committed somewhere and you are paying for that, right? That's it.
What conclusion?
Now you guys have to. Yes.
Okay.
I want to put my opinion. Okay. I want to. You can. So if we are human. If we have a problem, we have a particular solution and medicine to solve our problem. It's given by scientist. It's accepted, and human also know the doctor and scientist like a god. So what is the responsibility of God? He make happy to everyone and give particular punishment and anything he gives. So if scientist and doctor made a particular solution and medicine after that pain for the human, so they should also made a particular solution after that test. It's my point.
Let's conclude from that. Let's check what you think overall
Okay.
perception on this particular topic.
After listening all of you guys, I am just at a point where I am explaining to you, I am concluding what will be right, as our topic is should animal testing be banned or not. Here everyone is explaining his point. Here we understand already, mm, we can't neglect animal testing be banned completely, because it's a need of that era. If you just wants to go with the experiment of humans, it can't be. We know already for the humans already made the human, what we call human activities. You just beat any human, there will be protest started. You can't think that you can take a life anyone and everything is normal. Oh yeah, the only thing we can do, like we are treating ourselves, we have to treat the animals also. If we know that experiment will be dangerous for us, we also considering about it is also dangerous for animals life. Here do I know necessity is very important for the certain event, but after showing a lot of steps, after clearing, yeah, after clearing a lot of steps and levels, yeah, it is not harmful. If you are sure, completely sure, if I do this experiment on the human and it will survive, it is not very critical for health, then go to the animals.
Exactly. Try to save as many lives as you can
Yeah.
from your side. Don't just kill them out of pleasure, right? Without any experiment or anything, you directly made one particular composition and went and tested.
Yeah,
That's not
don't take a liberty of their dumbness.
exactly. I agree. Big hand.
Thank you so much, sir.
We should try to save as many lives as we can from our
Yeah.
side. We must have kindness, no kindness, sympathy, right? Congratulations to all of you. I'm so happy that all of you expressed your views on this wonderful topic. And this topic will definitely give you ideas as well to be kind towards animal as well, right? If you see any animal, some people just, just hurt them out of pleasure. Like cows are sitting, they kick them, right? Yeah, puppies are there, dogs are there, just kick them. Okay, they hang them by holding their tails. This is not good. This is not good. This is absolutely bad thing, and we must stop doing things. And if someone is doing in our surrounding, we must, go and protest. This is not good. We can't tolerate this thing. Thank you so much, dear viewers, for being with us. We hope you have enjoyed this wonderful debate. Should animal testing be banned or not? Now we leave it up to you. You have to think of it, and please Do comment and share your opinion. What do you think? Should animal testing be banned? Yes or no? Bye bye. Jai Hind.